Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. It is April the 27th. It's Thursday. And let me tell you what, guys, I don't know about y'all, but we had a major storm last night. It hit us right before 1 o'clock. It was lightning like mad. I mean, it was crazy, crazy lightning. It felt like it was so close, it was just lighting up the whole house. I couldn't even sleep. I was just like, it started like 5 o'clock till 1. I'm having a hard time sleeping lately. I don't know why, but I can't sleep. So I was up anyway. I don't want to tell y'all what I was doing, but it might have had something to do with ice cream. I don't usually get up and eat in the middle of the night. I try not to do anything like that. I eat my last meal at the end of the night and I try to be good. But last night I had some ice cream in there and I was like, I can't sleep. I think I need some ice cream. I never do that. But I got up and started eating ice cream and it started lightning and I thought, my husband's going to come in here and see I'm eating ice cream. Yep, sure enough. He snuck up behind me and popped me on the back of the head just to say, hey, I'm watching you. By then I had moved on to cheese puffs, to be honest. Yeah, I had a little pigging out last night. But that's what happens when you can't sleep at night and there's a storm coming. What are you going to do? You're going to stay up and eat. But it passed really quickly. We've been getting a little bit of rain almost every day, so it's been kind of nice. It's about 75 degrees right now, and it was wet outside, so it's kind of steamy. It's starting to get warm. My daughter said, I need to turn on the air conditioner. Last night, it was 62 degrees and she wanted to turn on the air conditioner. And I was like, no, I don't think so. No. It's 62 degrees. Open your window. Put on a fan. No. I'm not paying for electricity when it's 62 degrees out. But we've had it really up and down and up and down. It's supposed to get a little bit warmer this weekend in the 80s. So hopefully, I can hold off on the air conditioner for a few more days. I don't mind her turning it on for when she's sleeping and all that. She's got a window unit. We have a really big house. I've got two central air conditioners, and she has a window unit in her room on top of it all. So, it pulls a lot of electricity, and I don't mind her using it at nighttime. As a matter of fact, before she came home, I had turned on her air conditioner, and it was on for a few hours. It cooled her room off really good, and I turned it off. And I knew her room was really, really cool. So, if you wake up with a hangover and you're all hot, it's not my fault, right? All right, anyway, so enough about me. My kitty cat, she's not on the bed, but she stays in my closet. I have a little place where I put my clothes. It's totes. I have totes for, winter. I put my winter or my summer clothes, kind of rotate them out. I got way too many clothes, y'all. So I stuff them in these totes, and they're standing in my closet, and I put clothes on top of that too. So I had a shirt on top of there. I guess she could smell me, so she got up there and started laying on the shirt, and she just took it over. So that's her place to go hide and go to sleep during the day when she wants to, I guess, be out of the way. Anyway, that's where she's at right now. So yeah, there was no finding her last night when it was thundering and lightning. She gets really scared. I think she was underneath my grandson's bed. They're not here right now. They're staying with their dad. Their mom is having a little vacation, so they're staying with their dad for this week. So their room was open, and I know she went under there. They got a bunch of junk under there, and she went and hid under their bed. So let her be where she feels safe. All right, so what I want to do today is I want to do a little reading, and I was thinking about, about Hunter Biden and the investigation going on and all this controversy about, did he do, is he doing something wrong? Did he make money, and did he evade paying his taxes? And they're saying all kinds of things about him, all kinds of things. And of course, Marjorie Taylor Greene is totally obsessed with him. And he just got a new, he has a new legal team, right? He's got a new attorney, so probably attorneys. And let's see what's going to happen with him. So what's the outcome going to be of this investigation on Hunter Biden? Let's see if we can get some information. Little information. How's it going to go? How's it going to go? Honestly, truthfully, what can I tell everybody about this Hunter investigation? What's going on here? Let's see. Okay. All right. So the first card that I pulled is Two of Pentacles. You know, this has been very, very difficult for Hunter Biden, for his whole family, really. And he is struggling to protect himself, his father, and his family. So, you know, he's got a lot at stake here, number one. Because they're really after him. And they're after him because his daddy's the president, you know. If it would be anybody else, they wouldn't really care about him. But they're just trying to bring him down, to bring down President Biden. That's all this is. Three of Wands. So he has hired this sharp legal team, and they have a plan, and they're going forward with it. They're trying to stop all this rhetoric, all this slander from the MAGA crew, from Marjorie Taylor Greene and all. And also they're suing, you know, Hunter Biden is suing the computer repairman that gave his computer to Juliana in the first place. And then, you know, who knows? It was tampered with. It was handed from this person, that person, this person, whatever. So they're saying you can't really trust what's on it because, you know, it's been in too many different hands. Also, his legal team is meeting with the Justice Department right now. So they're kind of hammering things out and talking about what potential charges might be coming down the pike for him. So there could be a tax evasion and a gun charge coming. So, you know, they're trying to hammer out the future, and it's a good thing, really, because they want an investigation about Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, they're asking for an investigation, so they have a whole series planned. You know, she keeps making all kinds of different allegations. You know, it's crazy. She says that Hunter was involved with human sex trafficking, and she's accused him of making money off his father's political power. You know, she makes all kinds of derogatory statements about him constantly. I think she got thrown off Twitter, you know, because she tells so many lies. I did a reading on Hunter Biden's laptop a long time ago, probably over a year ago, might have been a couple of years ago when it first came out. And people were saying, that's not really his laptop, that's not it. And when I did the reading, I said, yeah, it's his laptop. This is really his laptop. He really did bring it to this repairman. It's really his, and he really did forget about it. He really did. And that's because, you know, he was under the influence. And, you know, this is his own fault. You know, not that it's not his fault that somebody was dishonest and gave his laptop to, you know, these MAGAs, but it's his fault that he didn't go retrieve his laptop from, you know, this computer repairman because he was under the influence. So in that regard, it is his. But they have a good plan. They have a good solid plan to keep him out of trouble. So they kind of got him, you know, in a good place right now. The High Priestess is next. So I believe there's more information that's about to come out that we haven't heard about yet, and we're not allowed to know it right now. So, but believe me, there's some more stuff coming out, you guys. And I don't think it's going to be good for Hunter Biden. So that's too bad, because that's a Three of Swords. That's, you know, grief and sadness, heartbreak for Hunter and his family. I believe it's somebody close to Hunter Biden that will betray him. And he's in for a rough time. He's been going through a rough time. He's, had a lot of heartache from all this for sure. And I feel like it's going to continue a little longer too, unfortunately. But that being said, because he's under investigation, right? They're doing a whole big investigation on him. But I pulled one last card here, and it is Queen of Swords. And I think this is protection for Hunter Biden. So whatever happens to Hunter Biden, even if he got convicted for something, even if they found something that they could stick on him, I feel like he's still going to be protected, because his father is the president after all. Even though I feel like this is Jill Biden that's really going to be in his corner, that's really going to have his back. Of course, his father loves him too, but Joe Biden's a little bit different than Jill. You know what I mean? Joe would be like, okay, well, you got yourself into trouble. You have to pay the price. He would be kind of like that. Even though that's his son and he loves him so much, he's very straightforward. He's a very straight man. But Jill Biden will be there and she'll be saying, that's your son. You better pardon your son. She would be pushing and urging President Biden to pardon, their son, because that's her son too. She raised him, and she loves him very much. So he's got Jill in his corner. Of course, he does have his father in his corner too, but he would be a little reluctant to maybe step in and protect him in that way. But she wouldn't have it any other way but to, hey, you need to pardon your son, you need to do something, because, he's older. Even if he said, well, he'll go to jail for a few years or something like that, President Biden's older and something could happen to him. She'd be like, you need to pardon your son, do it now. So I feel like no matter what happens to him, and I do feel like there's some more things we're going to learn about that aren't going to be good. It's not going to be good for him for sure. It's going to give him a really difficult time. It's not going to be good, but I think he'll get pardoned, or somehow it won't be as bad. It'll somehow, because his father's the president, it'll he'll intervene somehow, some way. Let me tell you, he's going to protect his son, and Jill Biden's not going to have it. She's not going to let the Republicans bring her son down. Definitely. Okay, so there's some more crap coming out. Sorry for Hunter Biden, but that's what happens when, you've done a bunch of dumb things and been on drugs and everything. That's what happens. And it may be that he didn't pay all his taxes and all that, so maybe he might have a big, he might have to pay taxes, more taxes. I don't know. But that's what happens when, you've been on the wrong path for a little while, and he was, unfortunately. But thank goodness he's not anymore, and he's, straight, and he's got that part of his life all cleared up. But now he has to deal with the consequences, I guess. And you have to know that if anything comes out before President Biden is reelected, that's got to weigh heavily on him. Do I pardon my son? If they have something and they go to trial that quickly, nothing happens that fast, as we can easily see. But if something happened, just think he would be thinking, I could pardon my son, but I might not be able to be reelected if I pardon my son, because then he's going to look just like Trump, So there's a lot to contend with, a whole lot. But ultimately, his son will be protected. Honestly, he will be. Even if he's done some wrongdoing. But, I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly, but sex trafficking out there. Please. So what I want to know now is, will Biden be reelected? Let's see if we can get some information on that. Will he be reelected? So he is running for president now. He waited to, declare his presidency. Everybody's saying he's too old to run, but he's the one that can beat Trump if Trump stays in the race, which, that's crazy. I don't know. It's Trump. He's going down though. I feel like Trump is going down. I really feel he's going down. But he's sure hanging in there. He is hanging in there. So let's take a look at that. Well, honestly, truthfully, what can I tell everybody? Will Biden be reelected?